there you go. Game number 1, Japanese-Portuguese backyard for AM. Hans, Malians, and Gods, Tristan. In a first look, Hans and Magyars as pocket, very aggressive, but Gods as well in this map, well, very aggressive civilizations.
Yeah, I haven't been overly impressed with the Goths, truthfully. I feel like, with where they're drafted and when they're played on this map, it is usually a sign of low confidence. So I think it's going to have to be wacky. And you know what? So the matchup might be good, as there's a pause here. But Song Song, he might have some success against someone like Leary. Leary, again, he likes that clean build, Japanese, fantastic, particularly against the Goths. Look for Song Song to make it messy, and then ACCM Civilization with the Huns, obviously very good. I think Magyars are arguably a little bit better on this map, though.
But I think that the longest the game goes, like in the start, always Magyars are like really crazy. But the longer the game goes, the Hans with the bonus they have with the stables, and so on. Well, Hans are Hans, Tristan, and the longer the game goes, I prefer Hans also. But for the early game, Hera, and also how he's super aggressive with the cheaper scouts as well, can be crazy. And as you were talking about the Gods, it's a good point there. It's like it feels like, okay, I need to use something out of the box completely. When we were talking before the game, but the Gods, after the initial aggression, what they have, even more in a map like this.
Yeah, it's just the hope here is to have the Goths somehow delay the other flank player and then have ACCM carry here. And I agree with you. I actually think this is the best map for Huns in the entire tournament. Huns are obviously good in other situations, but not quite as good here. Not having to build houses really means that you can get the mills down. And the faster producing stables, so important on this map. So I think there's a world where ACCM can afford double stable, where Hera will be on one stable in early Feudal, and maybe that's their window right there.
Remember yesterday they used Hans, and he was right away double stable. The problem is that the other pocket was Gurjaras, and I was playing crazy as well. But the initial opening was directly double stable. Anyway, we'll see what this is.
Wait a second, Mem. Why is MBL not taking any box turtles right now?
I was about to check this because everyone else it is doing.
Actually, Leary's delaying it as well. Interesting.
You prefer the Lumbercamp first?
I don't. I personally don't think so. I think that could lead to some potential issues with their uptimes, but I guess we'll find out. This is more of a standard build for them, and all the other teams were going early mill, taking a couple straggler trees for wood, and then taking their wood a little bit later. So that's nice maybe for TFT, and maybe what we talked about. Maybe AM just hasn't quite figured out how they should play on the flanks, and I don't know. We'll see.
Tristan, something really, really important. Try to find the Bacteria Camel from Hera.
Yeah, went right down next to the TC. Leary's making Song Song pay for it. He's like, I'll take these goats as a price for that.
but the goats in this map doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen when they play with Gurjaras, they send all the goats. So honestly, the goats, well, you can take it. There's all the shortfish here. It's gonna be fine. What Lear is doing, just look. Lear knows that he's smelling that Song Song is gonna make something special because he has the gods. So that's why he's keeping probably the Bacterian Calm so close to see if he's gonna bring something forward or whatever. For now, it's all calm. But in this, I mean, this map is snowball a lot, and look at MBL doing already a lot of walls. But I think the walls here, Tristan, just don't work. They don't work.
I can definitively say, and I believe I'm correct, regardless of how well Aftermath do in this tourney, because obviously they're the favorites. The way Leary's build order even is just bad. Like cheap Japanese mill, and you're now going to berries. I think the shortfish are like 3 times as fast or something, and there's over 200 of them on the map. I'm very surprised. And you can see on the other side, Bad Boy already on the way up to the next stage faster. And MBL has not clicked. MBL has another villager in queue. This is an amazing opportunity for TFT. The Magyar and Japanese and Portuguese combination is great for AM. This should be a win for them with their skill set in this map. This is the opportunity. Let's go.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, at this point, most of the Japanese players in this map have already 3 mills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
3 mills. 3 mills on the short freeze, not even in the berries, like Maybe the third one is, or the fourth is in the berries later on, or when the aggression starts. When the aggression started, you move, go to the berries. But well, he's playing like the safest way, and he probably feel more comfortable. Anyway, we all know Lear is micro, but Johnson is already coming. He has already 2 militias. He's not up yet. He will be up soon. He's doing already the 3rd militia, and now the loom that is insta loom, and he's about to click up. Not gonna achieve too much with those 2 militia, but even the efficiency of those villages on the fish from Leary is not so great, Tristan.
Yeah, we got to pay attention to scouting here. Leary did scout the militia we're coming in. I don't think he has all the walls down, though. Like, that's an exposed villager. And, again, just sloppy here for Aftermath. That villager should survive, though. The other villagers are still exposed. Song Song will see this as well. I kind of like how Song Song didn't send villagers forward. A lot of players have done that. I like how he's tried to play somewhat standard here. Obviously difficult, but shows he's confident here, man.
And he's doing more militias. Honestly, I mean, all those players that have been sending the village forward has kind of suicide themselves. They lost a lot of economy. Those villages at the end, they die, and then your economy at home is really, really weak. So I prefer also those. And now Lear is coming with 2 militias as well. Okay, I don't know if he's going to make the 3rd one. Remember that the meta time from Japanese attack 33% faster. So far, not a lot going on, like not a big battle, but it's already 5 militias, Tristan.
Yeah.
With the gods, 5 militias, that's a lot, man.
Also, Goths do destroy buildings a little bit faster. So that's helpful. Unless that was changed. I believe that's still the case. I mean, two men at arms is just not the best. But at the same time, Song Song didn't scout any of it. So it would just be just like Leary here to still get value from this.
And he's gonna take a village, probably. I mean, this is the thing. He's doing 5 militias, and right now, with the Bacterian Camel, he's gonna block the village, and with
Unreal.
2 men attacks, he's already killing 2 villages. Well, this is the difference, forcing him to make a tower. The kit, like I like to call it, 5 militias, Son kill nothing. 2 men attacks, 2 villages down.
Yeah, and it's just crazy, right? Like, you see on the other side, Song Song trying the same, won't get the villager kill. Amazing value there for Leary, and the best teams are just going to punish you. You have to be on point with your scouting. But on the other side, Mem, we have archers coming forward for Bad Boy. He could maybe head over towards MBL's gold. MBL has already towered his shorefish, and he's actually going for some archers and skirms in defense. So a little more of a defensive opening on that side, as we see Hera and ACCM engaging more towards the middle right now. But hey, Song Song isn't finished, by the way, Mem. 5 men at arms, still something Leary needs to deal with.
Yeah, he has to deal with that. Those villains are now idle. He's not losing them, but actually he has 3 villains like not attacking. And man, MBL is with big problems. MBL got no army. 1 skirmishes, 1 archer, while red 5 archers with fletching already. And that wood that it was walled now, that wood is exposed completely. He's gonna have to move. I don't know what is this MBL opening with Portuguese. He doesn't have anything at all.
Yeah, and now pay attention to this. So Hera has to deal with the 5 men at arms now. He's got 3 scouts. He knows it's coming. But I am curious on what this means for ACCM scouts, because ACCM is now free, and here he comes to Leary's base.
Okay, Leary's base. You pay attention, man. This professional. Now both at the same time there. Men at arms. This is what start to happen now, how we cast this, because there's action all over the map. Men at arms on the scout, on green. Then here the scout, but blue is completely walled. But man, with all those walls, basically, Tristan, the villages are not working.
Yeah, now also the archers for Bad Boy come right to Hera. Remember what I said before the game starts. If Hera has to start pulling villagers off of food, he is not going to be able to compete with the production in theory. Now, he's got the cheaper scouts. He's getting bloodlines now. He hasn't lost many vills, and AM as a whole have done a good job there. But this could get out of hand very quick, as we have more men-at-arms for Song Song up against the archers from Leary on Leary's side.
That's crazy, but this is so many men at arms, like really, really so many. He's killing villages or not? Well, he's still not killing a single villager. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, he has not lost a single village, while Leo has killed already 4 to Son Son. I don't even know where are the other 2, because I'm checking the KD, and he has killed 4 villages to Son Son. Anyway, it looks like better for the Fantastic 3, for the Vietnamese team.
Yep.
He has more army. Look at the army numbers. Well, not by far, but still, they take the initiative all over.
Yeah, this is where it gets awkward, right? Because Hera has spent a lot of time defending himself, and he's also been defending Leary. It just feels like soon we're going to have a moment where the scouts from ACCM can do something. MBL's done nothing offensive this game. if you look back at the shorefish for ACCM, he's actually gone for multiple towers, multiple mills. Hera's mill, he's got maybe 3 or 4 fish there before it all disappears and he needs another one. Hera needs to defend from this, and he takes this fight, and he's going to lose this fight, Mem. ACCM is playing amazing here.
And now he's doing the bloodlines. I mean, we were talking about, I insist, Tristan, really, hands are so good. And I love what now ACCM is doing. Instead of going for gold, he's mining his stone. He knows that if you go full scouts here, you have the bloodlines, and you at least put a couple of towers. He has 2 towers in the shorefish already. And then you put another. I mean, with just a scout, you can really do a lot of damage.
I was just going to say, where has MBL been? We haven't seen much from him. He's heading towards the middle. He did just lose a villager, by the way, on his shorefish, but that time has passed already. This is Bad Boy's opportunity to maybe show what he's capable of in defense. We haven't seen a ton of that. The scouts are here from Hera and the archers from MBL. This could be tough for Bad Boy.
And the archers are now trying to defend. He needs to move those villages. He lost a couple of villages as well. But we have seen many, many times that here matter most the battles with the military. If you lose the army, this is snowball a lot more than if you keep 1 or 2 villages here. Because there's a lot of resources. There's a lot of units as well. Now Lear is also trying to attack ACCM. Lear, that he's doing a lot of spears. Usually you don't see him doing that many, but definitely he has now. And the wood line from ACCM is really, really exposed. As you were talking, the pocket doing a great job, but right now seems that the flanks are having problems. Sonson and Bad Boy are getting a little bit punished now. MBL is there, and Hera as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Who would think when someone's making archers and you don't make a single ranged unit yourself and just make men-at-arms? Who would think that that'd be a problem? But Song Song had a plan, and he's on the way to castle? What? Okay, so that's why he didn't make any ranged units? My God, is he going to try Huskarls here? What in the world?
Oh, 8 on stone.
Yeah, he's going to try it.
I mean, he didn't even notice that he was that close to Castle Age. Well, Lear is up too. Lear is up too to Castle Age as well. But he's going archers, and if he put a castle and use few Huskarls, well, I don't have to explain about Huskarls against archers, right, guys? I mean, Tristan, if he's able to put a castle, even at home, you know, like, you don't even need to go forward. Ooh. But I don't know if he's going to be in time, because there's a lot of farming going on now. And now AM amount of farming is insane, Tristan.
Yeah.
47, 48, 21. I mean, all the way to Castle Age, yes, but the other team as well.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with this, right, is after the men-at-arms, there was just very little. And so AM have been able to take very good fights because they have 3 players fighting in Feudal, while it's been 2 on the other side. Now, the idea is, I guess, that it's worth it if you get Huskarls. And I actually do think this can work because there will be 2 players in Castle Age for AM, and they're both making archers. And then Hera is still in Feudal Age making scouts. And I don't think scouts do that well against Huskarls. So I said before the series, Mem, they have to try something different. And they have to try something that maybe AM hasn't seen before. And that's exactly what this is going to be.
They're doing. I'm just checking also the Echo KD at the bottom right corner. How is it even possible that in a map like this, you don't lose a single villager, man?
Yeah, impressive.
Lear has killed 6. Lear has killed 6 and lost a 0. Not a single villager lost. That's crazy. That's really crazy, even with the scouts floating and everything. Oh, but look at the Hera economy. Tristan, look at those shorefish. 17 villains idle. 17 villains idle, and we have a castle. I mean, his economy in big problem. This is 18 villains idle. He might be focused with the army, yes, trying to kill villains to yellow. But with that amount of villains idle, oh boy. And now the castle is gonna be there. But the Krobos are coming. The Krobos from Leo is coming. Oh my God. Just in time down.
Why make the castle there? What are you protecting? There's nothing. Make it next to your town center. The priority here is get your castle up. Right? That's it. Complete your castle. That is so disappointing because I wanted to see how these Huskarls would fare. That castle never goes up. Song with a disaster decision here. And now Memby can't delete it because he'll only get half the stone back and he doesn't have any more stone. Oh, man.
Understand. I mean, the castle just where the farmer is being received right now, just even in his town center, you know, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
or between the market and the TC, just there. But why in that area? He's gonna try to go with 4. He's gonna make another tower just to try to complete. But the problem is not that he's doing. Maybe he's gonna make it. But it's the timing. I mean, he could have the castle already there with 5-6 Huskarls.
Yeah,
then the Huskarls will do the job.
It's already the lack of eco is already an issue, right? And now Leary has a chance to prepare. Now Hera's on the way to castle, and a disappointing one for Song Song. I'm sure, for a while there, Song Song, ACCM's going, hey, I've got 2 armies on me. What's going on here? And then Song Song's like, it's okay. I'm going to get Huskarls. And then 2 minutes later, he's like, hey, I got bad news for you. I'm not going to have Huskarls anytime soon. Oh, jeez.
Well, the Crows are here now. He's going to probably make the castle now. I'm not so convinced. He's only 4 villages now. Well, he has no more villages to send.
This castle never goes up, man. This castle never goes up. Also, Bad Boy getting wrecked by MBL. The reason for this is not because of anything Bad Boy's done wrong, but it's because his team doesn't have the military. So he has actually had to go support the other side. He was also defending ACCM quite nicely. It was already going to be a bit risky, I think, to try Huskarls. There should be no way now.
Well, we have the Siege Workshop now, but the problem is, if you do a Mangonel, Hera has some amount of light caps. Only 23, Scouts yet, yes. But it's gonna be light caps in a moment. The Croppers here for red are not going to defend properly against Leo. Leo is still... Leo is having a paradise game from what this map is, honestly. He's controlling the timing, he's controlling completely the gods, and here, with all these light caps, he's gonna destroy absolutely everything. Look at the score difference. The idea, Tristan, very good. The execution, kinda sloppy, or too greedy. I don't know how to say.
So, MBO just lost 10 villagers on his wood line. So there is that. ACCM was able to get through. Hera lost a few, but again, Mem, as you're saying this, Leary says, what are town centers? Who even cares? I'll just go underneath your town center. They're going for the kill. The Goths kind of useless in general if they don't get a castle up. So just big problems on this side. And I think MBL can always recover. He's got so much army in Bad Boy's base that Bad Boy's well behind him. And maybe first game of the day, first game of the series, TFT, not a group of players that are known for calling it early. They probably will try a bit longer. But again, I'm struggling to be creative enough to find ways back.
Well, they're trying. Look at Red. Now moving a TC at the back, so he's doing another TC. He's now going to try to go with the Mangonel. He has the pikes, so he has to be careful. Leo is still going to try to kill those men. And he has Ballistic. He's going to keep trying to kill. And now he's going to micro against those archers. He's going to against... Oh, man. Yeah, it's GG. Yeah. GG, man. Oh, man. They started so good. But the problem in this stage of the tournament, Tristan, is if you have these kind of mistakes, there's no way you recover against AM, Gamer Legion, Swami. Yep. These teams punish you big time.
Yeah,
no way to collect.
Couple things to touch on here. I felt Song Song's opening was really good. I really wonder how this game would have gone, though, if he would have gone for the Man-at-Arms and added just one range. He doesn't have to commit fully. If he wants to go for a faster castle age, I get that. But what happened there was Leary recognized, I've got archers against his Man-at-Arms, but he's got no ranged units here. So Leary didn't take damage to ACCM scouts because Leary just added a bunch of spearmen. You normally can't do that. You can't rely on spearmen numbers beyond 4 or 5 unless your opponent doesn't have archers or unless your name is MBL, because we know he loves spearmen. But yeah, disappointing stuff.
At least in 90, one archery range, you make a couple of skirmishes, and then you go with the Man-at-Arms and the skirm, something that forced. Alia got a really comfortable, easy game. Maximum army for some 10 army, 10 military, it was the Man-at-Arms. Pity he couldn't make the castle, and then the economy, that I'm checking use all the resources. Well, you can see that the economy, there was much more ahead. First game, honestly, not gonna lie, I don't know what you think, but in my opinion, in this map, AM should be favorite no matter what. For me, this map, Coliseum, are the best maps for this team. Don't know what you think.
No, I agree. And so, if there's any disappointment possibly for the Fantastic Three, they went into this knowing that, right? They did not... The reason you pick Goths there is not because you think getting Huskarls eventually is some crazy OP strategy. It's just because they're like, well, we're probably going to lose this one. If we have any chance at beating these guys, we probably need to give up some of these maps in terms of our Civ picks. So if you look at the draft mem, Goths was very low here. You then had Huns. They didn't really prioritize it quite as high as maybe some of the others. It was expected for them that they would have some issues here.
Well, ACCM with Lithuanians, Bad Boy, Dravidian, Sonson with Incas. Interesting. And then we have a guy the same thing, by the way. Hera with Persian, Leo Malay, MBL with the Vikings. We can talk about the Civs matchups also, but do you think that this is the best team from AM? Hera, Leo, and MBL?
No. Not necessarily. I think Nikov is on par with these players, and I think Nikov has shown that. But sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, these players have been playing more together, I think, throughout this event. So I think you could stick with it. Nikov, believe it or not, I think is actually better as a pocket these days. And I don't think Nikov is better than Hera in pocket. So I think that's probably the difference maker there. And it's so good.
This is a big problem. Oh, and he's the dog. They deny the dog.
Good call there, man.
That's huge. That's really huge.
Now, you know what's funny? You know what's funny is I think every time someone has lost a villager on that dock, the team has somehow come back and won. I don't know if I'm mistaken on that, but I remember seeing like 3 games now where that villager's been sniped, and I'm like, GG, game over. Let's move on to the next. And then somehow they end up bringing it back. But great start there. And this is the stuff. Like TFT, they were there to block the dock. You look on the other side, ACCM already got his dock up, even though you and I both knew that this is the approach for the pocket players. So I really think TFT, they're showing early signs in each game that they kind of know what they're up to here. It's just the follow-up that's going to be important.
Why they are not walling that villager? I mean, as you are talking, it's pretty obvious that they are going to build the TC right away on the start of the game. And yesterday happened the same to the Max, if I'm not wrong. They won, but remember the approach here from Mr. Yo. I think Mr. Yo went full 2 docks, double dock, and then 0 army on land. Remember?
Yeah.
That then he was at some point with 1k gold. He has to balance. So obviously that wasn't the right approach. And with Persians, you really don't even need to go like double dock. The dogs already work faster. You can use galleys and we'll take over. I think that was bad approach. But honestly, this would be an important advantage for the pocket. Look at the population already.
Yeah, it's huge.
Really is more.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah. Now, Hera's going to go back out there. The thing to bring up, because some people are going to be like, that's so obvious. Why did it play out like that? The flanks, Leary and MBL, were just all pushing deer, right? So they're going to have, in theory, faster up times because they had a fast resources income and everything. So that's to be better for them. But obviously, it's now way worse for Hera. So there's pros and cons to everything. We'll see if Hera can get this up. It looks like he will. MBL, he said, I'm done pushing deer. We'll come escort the villager out here. But I can tell you one thing. This means Hera will probably not be competitive on water. I think...
Leary's there. He's doing a dock.
Oh, Leary as well. Interesting. Okay.
New, for example, we barely have seen... I mean, I think I've seen this during the qualifiers in the tournament. In main event, I don't remember that the flank has been doing a dock. Of course, he's Malay and so on. You maybe can make Fist Trap later. But in mind that now Incas is coming aggressive with double archery range, you're not going to be able to compete, in my opinion, now with Malay. I don't know what you think.
Well, remember in the previous game, Song Song had 5 men-at-arms, and Leary had 2. Leary killed 2 villagers, and Song Song killed 0. So if there's anyone that's going to take that, I don't know if you can consider it greedy, but if anyone's going to get away with it, it might be Leary. And, Memba, I actually had a question for you. So was there a tweak to how many fish is in the middle on this map from, I don't know, like group stages to this stage? Or has it been pretty much the same?
Oh, it's pretty much the same. Never was a lot of fish.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Never was a lot of fish because you don't want to make the center that crucial, you know? Because if you put huge amount of fish, then all the players are going to go to the middle, you know?
Sure.
It's something. Some bonus to boost, you know, and reward. But also not to make that, okay, you got the middle and then you win the game. It is not happening because you notice that there's not a lot of fish. That's what you're asking, right?
Well, no, I think it varies then because I saw... 8, 9, and 10, and so I wasn't sure if it was intentional. I think what probably happens is it varies a little bit. And that, to me, I mean, if you've got 8 fish out there, even if it's just 2 people, I don't even know if it's necessarily worth it. So that does surprise me a little bit, and I think we need to pay more attention then to Leary's side, because there he goes. He's clicked up. The same for Song Song. Leary is, in theory, going to have to play a little more defensive because he won't have the wood for the archery ranges as fast.
He don't have the wood even for the barrack right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, check his resources. 80 wood right now.
Yeah.
For example, barrack is doing a second lumber camp. So probably what they're going to do is that Leo is going to go water and then green. Hera is going to try to go for land. But right now I don't even see a barrack either. This is Aqua start. And Leary is going far galleys.
Yeah, so this gets really exciting. So Leary, he's going to probably make 1. And then Hera, who's usually going to go scouts here, he's going to make 1. And so the approach here is that they're expecting ACCM to only make 1, and then it will be 1v2, and then they win the water for their team. However, ACCM, you can see the 1 villager next to his TC. He's walking back and forth, so he's actually planning to make 2. And there's so many different aspects here. There's also no repair villagers next to the docks, so we might see weird things like fishing ship blocking. Well, we have a lot to pay attention to, Mem.
No, this map, I mean, I like a lot this map because it can change a lot. Depending a lot what the players are doing. Right now, he's going to take the fish. He probably didn't even know that the Lear is there. But this is now something that Johnson really need to think like, hey, he's on water. I need to push. I need to go aggressive. Like, if you go now with 4 archers with fletching and he's doing right away the blacksmith, what Leary can do? He will need to make towers. He's doing now the first archer range. But then, Purple has double archer range already. And the other side, we see how Bad Boy double archer range. MBL is now doing the second. So, the build up is slower for AM. Should be better for the Fantasy 3. But now they have to commit and make the difference.
Yeah.
They need to go aggressive.
They did kill a villager on Leary's woodline. I'm actually surprised that Leary's making more than 1. I thought he would have to focus on archers. And so they should win water. Yeah, he's going to make a 3rd, and I guess Hera's going to make 1, and that's going to be the end of it. But yeah, I'm with you. I love the double range from Song Sung. I'd like to see this guy have some confidence here. You know, game 1, you had a good start against Leary, and you couldn't follow it up. Forget about who he is. Forget about what happened in that game. Just look at the situation. You know he's on water. You know his archer numbers will be delayed. Make them pay.
Wow. And Hera is doing market. I mean, at some point, Purple now have even free way to really go to the pocket as well. To punish the Canadian, to punish Hera. Like, honestly, I think, again, this is a better start for Vietnam team. But now they have to commit to get the advantage. He's going now with the archers. Hera is here with 1 scout, but they can see. They know that the archers are coming. Don't go back. You need to go and make damage to blue. It's true that he has 2 scouts. There's 2 skirmishes coming. 3 scouts now. Where is ACCM? That's my question.
He chased. Look, he's back at his base, man. He just chased. See that weak scout in that group for ACCM? He actually chased a Leary scout all the way back to his TC.
Oh, my God.
He really needs to be here. He really needs to be here.
Because now the scout and 2 skirmishes is an oath. With the 2 skirmishes, they can kill this. This is a bad teamwork again by Vietnam. Like, seriously, they should be in an amazing position, and right now, they're going to lose all the archers' advantage because Yellow was chasing 1 scout. My goodness, Tristan.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Again, I mean, you know, this is still maybe a little too forward thinking, but Suomi, Gamer Legion, some other teams that come to mind, they punish this hard, man. Like, we're expecting certain things to result from this, and it's just not happening. And now, Aftermath are fine because they have the fish boom. And, well, I will see if Leary's fine, actually, because the scouts are here.
Well,
but it could have been so much worse.
Yeah, exactly. Leary don't have too much. The scouts are here. Imagine if he was before here. They will have destroyed everything, Tristan. They will kill all. Now he's going to take a village. Yes, he could take more even. This is mainly skirmishers. So if he was here together with the archers, they will destroy the kid. Now they killed 2 villages. Imagine how many they will have killed.
Okay, Mem, I want to point something out to you. I know we've got an army for Song Song. Click MBL's scout and capture age real quick. Click that scout. He used that scout to find out that Bad Boy's archers were in front of the ranges. And look at Bad Boy. He has no scout, and he's just waiting for MBL. And what does MBL do? He goes with Hera, and they're heading towards the pocket. This is amazing. I wanted to point the scout out because that's half of it here. Bad Boy tried the same thing, lost his scout, and now we see the difference. And I hope for people at home, they just got like chills a little bit because it's the tiny things that matter. And I just, what does ACCM do against this? He will need to tower, and even then, I don't know if he can protect himself.
I don't know, and he's not reacting at all. He's not doing any tower right now. He's gonna open. ACCM, no reaction. ACCM, no reaction. ACCM, wake up, amigo. I don't know what this kid doing. Well, oh my God, now with the house, he's gonna be in time. Oof. He didn't notice, Tristan. How is possible that you are there hitting for so long and didn't even react? If they get inside, it's over.
Well, he's getting attack signals. He's getting attack signals from his forward army, which was engaging. And then he also has his dock getting attacked, and he's still trying to do stuff there, too. So I think that's the problem. And the army gets in. And then Leary took damage. And then Mem, we can't even look at that because look at Bad Boy. Bad Boy hears that MBL is at the pocket. and now he's making
Oh my
MBL pay.
God. Well, he has the tower here. The tower is up. He would have been the tower up in time much faster, and now he's getting destroyed with those scouts. Obviously, the tower is helping. He need to take those scouts, but they are both attacking each other. Both teams with a crazy aggression, and it's still military numbers. It's incredibly the same. And now ACCM and Song finally going really together. Leary with problems, but well, problems. He lost some buildings, but he has now a lot of farming. Both are going together to Hera. Hera has a lot of farms that are exposed. I don't know where to look. But
Well,
ACCN now.
MBL's in trouble here. MBL does not have the army to defend himself. He's going for the cockroach damage control, but there's so many weak villagers on that wood line. I don't know how he hasn't lost them. Oh my god, but I mean, still, this could get out of hand quick. He needs some support from Hera. Hera can't send it over just yet because he had to head to Leary's base. So, I mean, with Hera having the faster castle age, obviously having the fish, he's going to love life. But Bad Boy's clicked up, and MBL can't defend this on his own right now.
But would you prefer to be ahead in this situation like he is, or having Hera with Persians on the way to castle with 40 villages, already 3 more than his opponent even being up? Of course, Bad Boy is dominating here, MBL. It seems to be dominating, but Hera, the Canadian, is gonna have, well, a beast economy with already double stable, the market if you need to balance, and with that economy going, I don't know if this is open, it's not open, it's still not losing any villager. Oof. Gonna be difficult, but both flanks on the way to Castle Age. Not only red, now purple as well. I don't know. It's. I mean, AM seems to be ahead thanks to the Hera position being faster in Castle Age, but both flanks. And many times people say archers matters a lot more in the early game here. If you get tons of crossbows, then the knights are not gonna do too much.
Yeah, and I guess like the main issue is, are they even gonna have crossbows? Is Hera has this many scouts and upgrading to Lycav, right? I mean, that's my concern. You see Song trying to hide, and then Bad Boy, MBL actually can't find him right now, which is interesting. Bad Boy's coming back to MBL's base, but certainly Hera's going to be able to find that as well. But, Membai, I think if you remove the names, right? Remove the names of what we know of the players, I actually think having 3 players on the way to Castle Age right now for TFT is not a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, well, let's see. We're taking now Hera point of view, as you can see, and he's taking absolutely everything in the corner, completely moving away right now. It's completely focused. Yellow is up to Castle Age too, so, well, if he get time and not getting damage at home, as you mentioned, let's see, because red is doing a real massive damage over MBL. Tristan, what's going on?
Well, he actually didn't kill a single vill. Like, if you look at MBL's HP, I don't know how the guy does it, but he's got 4 or 5 villagers in there that are 1 or 2 hits away from death. He didn't have the army there for so long, man, and now he's fine all of a sudden. So that's impressive. You could also maybe credit Viking Wheelbarrow for that, because the villagers actually move a little faster.
That's true. Good point there. Oh my god, but look at Lear in the south. Now we have Song here with the archers. He has a lot of archers, yes, but Lear has even more right now. It started Lear with only on the water. That's crazy, taking out a few villages. That he has ballistic, not yet, but purple won't be able to kill. He's now trying to wall. This is going to be a disaster. Well, it is already a disaster because Lear has a lot more army already. He's taking all, and we all know, Tristan, Lear is decent with his micro archers.
Yeah, he's kind of good. He's all right. Now, you know what's funny? Look at Song's army. He's like, why is Leary not on wood? This is at Leary's base right now. Leary's actually back to the other wood line, and we'll see if Leary reacts to this one, because they obviously needs gold for more archers. He's microing like a nerd on the other side, and immediate reaction from him. Well played.
Okay, well, react fast. Now the stone gate here, but they're still losing all the village. Good job with the stone gate, but already killed everything. Oh, man, 27 army, 33, 7 villages more. Still attacking each other, yes. Green two-tone centers, but what about those? I don't like that. He's killing villages, yes, but you need to focus more in the army. On Leary's base, he was focusing in the villagers. He killed few, but then Leary's taking all the army.
Yeah, he can't micro this, man, because he's got to keep his vills alive. His focus has to be on surviving. And just like earlier in the day, as we have Bad Boy right now on MBL, I think MBL will be fine with this. He'll just dodge. Tower's doing some damage. Crossbows are there. But look at the army now for Hera and MBL. They've looped around to Bad Boy. Hera has been untouched for so long in this game. and he is really making it work now. And I love how Hera and MBL have worked together in this game. Moving out together, 2 separate instances, and every time they do, they get big damage from it.
But that's the thing. It's looking all the time. It was looking that NBL was getting punished, that he was in big problems. And then you check the numbers. He's ahead, man. He has more army. He has more villains now. Well, villains is only 3 behind, but having no hand card is okay. I don't know. And now Yellow, that has not been attacked in a little bit too. It's with 47 villains, 8 army. Check. Boom from the Canadian.
Yeah, and then you've got Hera. The thing is, Hera, they've been so far ahead. And Hera didn't even need to get +2 armor. That's kind of unheard of, right? Normally the Knight players need to get chain barding armor. But Hera said, why would I need to do that when we're ahead in this game? And I could focus on the economy. And so he'll get it eventually. 20 villager lead over ACCM right now. And climbing at this point. He's got 3 TCs with Persians.
Which is it's even better, as you can imagine. Well, this is looking rough. It's really looking rough. Not only because they are AM 23 villages ahead. Military numbers are also 30. And now, in an archer battle, try to kill Leary. Try to kill Leary with the crossbows here. With Incas against Malay. Well, it's the same in terms of archers. It's not like it's Ethiopians or Britons. But Leary has 22 archers, purple 9 Tristan.
Yeah,
this card, when you are ahead in military, imagine now. It's so difficult, man. AMs looks too strong. In these first 2 games, at least, Tristan.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's the consistency from player to player. You had maybe 2 instances in both games where there were opportunities, and we're like, okay, there's one window right now. TFT need to take it, and they don't take it, and then they fall off, right? And this one was, I think, especially glaring, and it wasn't down to one player. I think it was just lack of teamwork from ACCM and Song that was... Maybe due to the fact they haven't actually played together that much when compared to maybe some of the other Vietnamese players. This is kind of new for them. But yeah, AM have played together, for a very long time. They're very far ahead in this game. I think we're just maybe one big engagement away from TFT possibly calling it. I'm just not sure where that engagement will come right now.
Yeah, well, I was just checking out the pocket. ACCM, he's trying to defend. He cannot even attack. I mean, when Hera is in this situation with 3 TC Persians, now adding the 3rd stable, and you cannot even attack him, it's just going to be a destruction. He is still without the +2. As you mentioned already, it's the first time that we don't see even the +2 for the Knights, but they don't need it. They don't need it. For now, we don't see also anyone going to go up to Imperial. He has 1 relic, Yellow, so the Knights can be better if he's doing the upgrades, but he doesn't have the upgrades. The Knights actually are better for Yellow than... My goodness, I'm checking Son. I don't have time even to wait. Look at Son. I mean, Leary is destroying him.
Yep.
I mean, he has destroyed him already, Tristan.
Yeah, and the thing is, Song, if you're thinking, where's Song's army? It's going forward. But he has to go forward because he's behind. So, you just continually make these players pay. The GG's called. Yeah, Hera at this point would probably just flood all in Castle Age or go Imperial Age. He has many options. And, man, we talked about it. AM, they went a bit greedy. They went for the fish. And there was a time there where Leary had a few skirmishers and 1 or 2 archers. ACCM had scouts. Song had double range archers. And what did the ACCM do? He actually chased 1 scout from Leary. It feels really bad to say it. 1 weak scout from Leary all the way back to his TC because he didn't want to lose his weak scout or something. And then Song wasn't supported. And the rest is history from there. Well played Aftermath, obviously. But, I mean, Bad Boy had a great game. So he probably feels like, man, that sucks. Because he and MBL were pretty even. And then the other side just completely fell apart.
They need to have that communication. I mean, at that point, they really have a really strong window to make the damage. The problem is they lost all that army, and then after that, who got the advantage? Because they have the fish. So they have the advantage from there, and they have a much better economy. Well, Hera economy in comparison with ACCM is much better. Leary as well. And even MBL, obviously, with the Vikings as well. Well, guys, this is game number 2. We're going to move into game number 3. There you go, we're starting, and the civilizations are Pole, Spanish, Cumans, and now we have the pocket. Tatars is the pocket here.
What?
Tatars? Yes, Tatars, Korean, and Italians. Well, Tatars into Keshik? Maybe? I don't know, but Tatars is the pocket here to counter Cumans. Tatars is gonna counter Cumans? Well, You have to tell me, Tristan.
Well,
He's
okay.
gonna counter Kuman's boom?
I don't know about counter, but if we see a flaming camel, I'm happy. I just need one. That's it. I don't need multiple, just one. Here's kind of how I would compare the booms. ACCM, he already gets more food on his sheep, which is very helpful here. So easy fast castle for him, no problem. And then when you complete your additional town centers and castle, you do also get more sheep. So I actually think there's a world where, and this is what normally happens when you have a competitive Kuman boom versus a fast castle boom. I actually think the Vil count's going to be like 60 to 60 or like 65 to 65 or something at some point. The difference I tend to see is that the Kuman player will have the same Vil count, but because they farm so heavy in Feudal, they can actually make military. And that's where the worry comes in. So if Hart it doesn't make military, then it's probably just going to be the flanks we talk about, but I'd expect Hart to mix in some stables later.
Well, let's see what is going to happen, because in later game, like, let's see what Leo is going to make with poles as a flank. Maybe some aggression in Feudal or Jewish wall. Then on the right side, we have MBLS Spanish. We expect to wall, fast castle, and Kongs. That's sick. But Son we expect to war wagons as well. War wagons or Kongs?
It depends. It depends on the cost, right? Like Conquistadors, I know the depends thing is kind of a meme, but Conquistadors cost a lot of food and a lot of gold. And in early Castle Age, they're much stronger. But the longer the game goes, the better the wagons get. And with the cost of the wagons, you can, in theory, boom with them a bit more. That said, MBL is a special kind of player with Conquistadors, man. He's like the Vivi of old. You know, like, you remember back when it was like everyone would pick Spanish, would always be Chinese? It was Chinese or MBL. Like, that's how how it went. And he's really good at knowing when to apply pressure. And if he is not applying enough pressure, he could just switch into a 4TC boom like it's nothing, and that would be dangerous for me if I'm Song.
Ooh, the scout for Leary is gone.
But for Leary's gone.
Scout for Leary is gone already. 3 minutes, no scout. And that's really bad. That's really bad that early, because now you can't even make a sneak if you want. Let's see. That's very sloppy by Leary. We get the TCs usually in similar positions, close to the wood line. Anyway, what about the Italians? Because we see a lot of times going for crossbow. Leah has poles, but man, the unique units, a castle and Genoese crossbowman, having Italian with cheaper resources to go up in every age. We don't see a lot, but I feel that this game could be a lot about unique units. For now, we see how the Koreans is already doing the barrack. And you were talking about the pocket, and we will go into the flanks action because it's going to happen soon. In the later game, I think the Tars beat the Kumans, or you prefer the Paladins?
In the late game, I definitely prefer Paladin. And oh boy, okay, Scout first, Bad Boy survives, but yeah, I think you have to go with Paladin. Tatars, what I'm thinking, if you're going to support with Cav from the pocket, which they kind of have to do, is probably the Keshik, which requires castles, and then maybe a mix of Flaming Camels. But as exciting as Flaming Camels are, and as good as they are against other Cav, they're like land demos in that regard. They are very weak against archers, and we are still in a game where we're probably going to have, well, we'll see about MBL, but we're probably going to have a lot of ranged units out there. So I would say it's going to be hard work for ACCM, but I do think that ACCM has the skill to make it happen.
Well, I mean, thinking about those range units is going to be, just in case, maybe poles, because MBL will go Kongs. Of course, they are range units, yes, but ooh, the scout now by Son. He's going to be in the hell as well.
How is this happening? Like, how is this happening? It's not like the TCs are in any, like, random position. There's literally a wood line you can hug.
Fix it. It's a fixed position with the match, because you know that the TCs are close to the wood line in that area, in the circle, and then he'd send the scout directly there. And it's especially bad because he's going with the militias. And then he probably want to go and lay now those Zebras. That way he's doing probably the militias.
Yeah, very weird to me. Well, I think, if you have the scout though, if you have the scout and 2 militia can kill the villager. But if you don't have your scout, there's no way 2 militia kill a villager. So the strategy's kind of ruined. But at the end of the day, he did want a wall. So he's getting walls down. I'm just curious what MBL wants to do, because he's going feudal. He's now sending villagers forward. And Spanish have a very good tower rush. So I think the whole MBL song side is going to be very interesting. Whereas on the other side, Leary, I guess opening with a couple militia himself, he's going to go archers.
Yeah, well, Red is walling. I don't know if it's going to be wall in time. Now those militias, difficult. Let's see Son point of view right now, and this is what he's doing. You can see those militias now, but he's not gonna achieve too much with those militias. And oh my God, look what NBL is doing. NBL already a barrack on his face. He's going aggressive. He's not going for the conks. He's going all in. That's the matter what civilization he has. NBL just attacking Tristan.
Also the other side, Bad Boy's got the scout. Remember, it's against Polish villagers. They will heal, but can he kill a villager? And that's the difference between having a scout and not having the scout. Well played there, Bad Boy. Killed a villager from Leary, and now Leary's militia will not be able to make it through. So amazing start for Bad Boy.
He's very good, but look at in this area, NBL is going to scouts as a flank. Man, he's definitely a special, but man, he's gonna be inside. Purple is not even up to Feudal Age. It's not even up to Feudal Age. What you do here to defend? The scouts are coming. This can be a disaster. Yeah. This can be a total disaster for Son. Tristan, I don't know how he's going to defend this. He's gonna break in for sure. He's not gonna be able to wall. This is just a terrible start for Son, who is definitely not playing his series of his life, you know?
Yeah.
Because man, man, what you do now? It's crazy.
I guess he assumed MBL to go fast castle here. I mean, even the walls, man. Like, if you make a wall closer to your base, it's easier to wall behind because you have so many villagers. He could never get the villagers there. I guess Bad Boy, he better say some positive things right now. Like, hey, Leary's a noob. I'm killing Leary. I know he only killed one villager, but I don't know if you lie here and say you killed like 3. Like, say anything you can, because poor Song is just having a nightmare. And you just want him to realize there's hope. When he doesn't feel like there's any.
But I don't know. This is the thing. NBL with the smart gameplay here, like everyone will think, he's coming with the castle, so I make 2 militias. I don't need to wall a lot. Look at now. He has no access to stone, no access to gold. He's not even, he's up now to Feudal Age. But what is he going to do? He's trying to wall the stone miners. Okay, he's doing a good job here because he wants to mine a stone. But this is disaster if he's getting inside. Okay. He's safe a little bit, the situation. But the problem now is the pocket. Is the pocket wall completely? Yes, he is. Yellow is going to be in castle. It's very, very quick. That is going to be 13 minutes. But now he's kind of corner. Well, MBL is just, T90 is just a special player. Just different.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this, man, but he actually is milling Song's ostrich. He's like, hey, thanks. I'll just take your food. And there's also a very good chance that with these wood lines, ACCM overchops. So I'm keeping an eye on this. It looks like it's walled for me right now. But obviously, Heart's been booming the whole time. 36 villagers. Nothing they can do about it. He's going to have a big lead. And then the flank in the north is dead. And Leary's actually doing a fantastic job as well, forcing Bad Boy into a tower now. So, again, just all aftermath, as it has been this whole series.
I mean, what they're doing is, let's go aggressive. Now the house is bye-bye. He's trying to make the tower, but this has the men-at-arms. This is a disaster. AM is just destroying at the moment to the Vietnamese players. Like, they're full focus. They're trying their best. And they're just thinking, if we go full aggressive, our pocket is just booming with Kumans. We have the lead. And now the scouts from NBL, the scouts from the other flank are on red. Oh, wow. I mean, I was expecting them to be favorite, but till now, they're smashing them.
As I said, Mem, and again, no offense,
Crazy.
all right? I know you're an amazing Black Forest player. You could be Heart right now. you could be 2TC booming away.
Hey, I call Tristan. I know that you are now much better in 1v1. I don't care. After this series, Sim 2 is going to be very probably short series, 1v1.
Let's make it a best of 21. It'll probably take... Best of 21.
No, I mean, one game is fine. One game is fine. Best of 21 is kind of too much, okay?
I see. Yeah, we're too old for that. I got
okay. Anyway, no, but I know what you mean. Like, Hart is in the most safest position in the war.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Best of 1 Black Forest, obviously. You know?
Oh, yeah. I see. That's why you don't want to do best of 21. Okay.
Of course, man. Well, if you want 21 in Black Forest, I'm up. You know, I'm down.
No.
Anyway,
not enough money in the world for that, man.
Well, you never know, man. You never know. Well, it's in the tower. Back into the game. 48 villages for Hart, you know, for the BF player. Because let's say BF player from Hart now. Well, he's going to feel like, he's doing double stable, so he's even doing double stable. And Red Wall, that's what he needs because he might if the Knights are now coming through his area, but this wall is with House and Palisades. And they are just playing too good, Tristan. They are just playing super strong.
Yeah,
Like,
NBL's economy will be fine behind this. Very weird. Now Song Song's trying to rush down the tower, which feels like a mistake to me. He just lost all of his spearmen. I honestly think Song Song has just mentally lost the series already. You know, like, I have noticed in the past with Song Song as well that occasionally he underperforms in the 1v1 events because, you know, maybe he just, you know, it takes a different type of mindset. But why even run out here right now? He's losing more villagers unnecessarily. And
I mean, do you know what the players has done in previous series? For example, I mean, if the Amigos got that point yesterday with Modric, but did you notice that they went up 20-21 up just to wall? And if you really want to go wall and not be aggressive, just go up quick and just get the wall up and boom. If you really want like this. And probably that's the best strategy against these players. You just go fast up to get your walls. You wall, you're fine, and then go for Imperial that with the civilizations you have, you got some good chances in Imperial. Seems your pocket is just full booming. Because right now, ACCM, it's fully booming. He kind of catch up already the numbers from Hart, at least in number of villages, but he has all the resources during this time, and now the Knights are going to come because the map is open. That boy will have Knights on his base in a moment.
yeah,
The house. Go.
Imagine, yeah, there might be that house might go up there for Bad Boy, but imagine being ACCM. It's already such a tough job to have to compete with the boom, and he's at 52, right? You have 55 for Hart, so that's about to be even, and then he's got to have feudal age armies on him. So, and even if that didn't happen, Kumans can actually make Knights now. But I actually feel really bad for ACCM in this particular game because it's one thing if one flank falls behind, but both flanks have just been destroyed, and it's just putting so much needless pressure on him to have to play better than Hart.
Doing a castle in the middle. Doing a castle in the middle already with Tatars. Obviously, he's going to try to defend. He needs more towers. Bad Boy has 38 villages and is about to go up to castle, but the biggest problem is that literally Zamos in castles already. On the right side, we see how MBL keeps just trying to get in with now an archery range. If he's doing now archers with the Spanish, well, I'm just going to cry. You know, is the last we could see archers with the Spanish, but why not? It might be able to do it. And now on the south here, on red area, not only that he's gonna break in, is that he's already inside with archers and men at arms, and those archers are going to be crossbows in a moment, Tristan.
Yeah, this is just it's painful to watch. I feel like
oh my god, and Son on his base. Sorry, Tristan, even 2 knights on his base because he's not the wall. Oh man, if something can be bad, it just became worse and worse now. My goodness, disaster, man, it's disaster.
Yeah, there's a lot of different words you could use to describe this. But it feels like, I mean, if we have to watch this for another 5 minutes, I'm starting to feel a little dirty right now. Like I shouldn't be watching this. Like I feel like a bad person for watching this slaughter. MBL just casually running forward with villagers, making archers with Spanish because he's like, why not? And again, I feel bad for ACCM. He's at 69 villagers, nice. The 68 for Hart. This is what we talked about, but when the flanks are completely dead like this, Tatars are not good enough to bring it back. Let's put it that way. It's good enough to maybe compete, but we're certainly very far from Flaming Camels or whatever else we talked about.
Yeah, you love the Flaming Camels, we know, but he's doing Kashik with now skill bar and armor, but the Kashik, they will die against the crossbows.
Yeah.
You know, like, seriously, if he's doing ballistic also, then he keep coming. 73 villages, 16 army, the same village for ACCM. But, oof. I mean, I expected AM to be favored, but boy, expected more for the Vietnam team, and this is impossible now, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, mentally they're struggling here, man. But like, if this was game 1, I don't think this happens, right? But it's game 3. They're 2 games down. It could be exhaustion, you know, after playing a couple games, but these guys are no strangers to long days. So I think, you know, AM ready to finish the series and relax, and then deep down inside, even if you were to ask them right now, I'm sure they'd say, yeah, we could do it. Deep down inside, I think the Fantastic 3, the TFT team, I think they just lost hope here.
Think about the questions, because you will take over the interview. So think about the questions you're gonna make to them, because it's gonna be a hard interview, amigo. I mean,
Well,
I give you the hard work today. You ask them if they win. Well, they have to finish the job. Obviously, it's looking really good to them. Doing now a second cast at CCM, they definitely don't give up. But look at the Phillies number from purple and red.
It's so bad.
Insane. I mean, purple can't go up to Castlage.
It's sad because if this would have been a 1v1 between Song Song and MBL, I actually would really be enjoying myself because it's so ridiculous. You got archer range with archers bugged inside of it. You got towers everywhere. MBL's been Vil fighting towers, but when the knights come in, it's just cheating. Heart. I mean, come on. You can't send knights in. It just makes it completely unfair.
Well, he's taking absolutely everything now. He's trying to bowl. He cannot even go outside. Like, he's on Feudal age, 26 minutes.
Yeah.
He's completely destroyed. He has the second castle, okay. Those cases he's gonna now raid Hart. He's gonna make some damage to Hart, but Hart has still now more villains than his opponent. He's about to go up to Imperial. Those cases won't do too much anymore there. It's true that Bad Boy is, he's here trying to kill something to Leary and might be able. There's another TC. Might lose some villages, Leary. But Leary is also about to go up to Imp. And, MBL almost in castle doing towers. MBL is just respect. This is disrespectful with his opponent. He's doing tower on the woodland. He's doing archers. I don't think that MBL did that many archers with the Spanish civilization ever before.
Oh, please. Yes, he has. And you pick a different player, maybe not. I'm sure MBL has, but not something you'd expect. Oh, man. I mean, to be honest, Bad Boy's Vil count being 47 when Leary's is 57, and now this pressure coming in on Leary, this is respectable from them. Like, they are actually pushing his back very nicely. And the problem then, as Leary barely gets the panic TC up, the main problem is that Song Song is dead, like we said. So imagine if Song Song just did a little bit better job. This might actually be a fight that Fantastic 3 could bring back. And a little sloppy from Leary. I don't think Leary should ever have taken this much damage. You're normally expecting him to have more than just 10 or so crossbows at home.
He lost a lot. He really lost a lot, Leary. But he has the resources to go up to Imperial anyway. With 47, it's not going to be like a huge advantage here. And now let's see if maybe Hart is gonna throw. Hart? Well, there's knights here and Kessing and crossbows, but he's not letting him to make it the castle there. Hart is on the way to Imperial, but now he has 20 villages idle. They're having problems to finish the game.
Yeah,
They're really having problems. The problem is that MBL has destroyed Son Son, but in this area, they're having real problems, to be honest.
Yeah, I think, though, they just need to get this castle up so we can take the gold. And if he gets that up, he will be okay here. MBL's probably not going to support much with army. MBL will probably just boom. So it wouldn't even surprise me if MBL is just like, this is the test to see if you can play the next game, Like, let's see if you can hold against two. But nah, I mean, unfortunately, there's just, I don't see an easy way back. ACCM's doing a good job. He's raiding Heart now a little bit, but that'll be killed. And once Imp comes in, it's just going to be too much.
Well, I'm taking the villages down. Song Song has lost 57 villages. That's crazy. At the end of the day, Hart only lost 3 villages, so it's not a big deal.
Look at MBL's TC.
Now,
Song Song's base.
Happened?
Look at MBL's TC. He's like, I'll take that stone, thank you.
Oh my god.
It's right next to all of Song Song's buildings.
Yeah.
This is
The
if Song Song
Barak.
if Song Song wasn't already demoralized, I'm pretty sure this TC has put the final nail in the coffin here. My word.
He's really not feeling well. Well, blue is up to Imperial. Red is about to go up to Imperial, but the problem is the yellow, ACCM, since he was forced to make so many units and he's doing Kashik, is not up to him. And now, as we were talking, it's going to be Cavaliers on the field and the most important traps. Trebuchet. And then Hard will take those castles. And then Tars without castles, if he's doing it all the time. I said, well, he's going to take so many villages here. That's a problem. NBL will lose quite a lot. Yeah, he will lose those villages.
Yeah.
All the villages going to be down.
ACCM
That's very good, actually.
ACCM has played really good. Like I'm very sad that we're not going to get to see an even game where the Tatar strategy could be used because they clearly have faith in it. And the thing about Keshiks is they're much cheaper than a knight, whereas their stats aren't that far off. They have 130 HP, which is actually 10 more than a knight, and it's just 9 base attack. But once Elite Keshik comes in and then the potential for Flaming Camel, I could see it possibly doing something. MBL now with the Disrespect Castle to kill Song Song. It actually would make more sense for him to make a castle in the middle, but he says nope. Who even needs that?
I mean, to be honest, Tristan, if we check about ACCM and Bad Boy against Leary and Hart, it's not that terrible. I mean, they're
It's
fine.
good, yeah.
The problem is purple, like, and that's why he's moving now. Villas, I like that because going to Stonewall because you really need the middle. And now Leary's gonna throw again a lot of villas. That castle will never be up, and Red is gonna be up to Imperial in a moment. So be really, really careful because Leary's losing quite a lot again, and that castle is never going up. He need to go back now. We're gonna have the Arbalest soon, but Red as well with Thumbrin. So be careful. Obviously, Yellow need to defend that castle. Need to put another castle at home. Yeah, but now what? You're gonna keep going with Keswick or just go with Camels? Camels might be fine against the Paladins, but not against the Arbalest. Still, Leary's losing a lot, guy.
Yeah, it's not pretty for AM. I mean, again, they're lucky, I guess, that it has been so poor for TFT. It does not look like the reigning champions right now, at least for Leary. Crazy walls for Song Song as he goes for Gate City over here, trying to save what he
Another
can.
castle. Another castle denied. Look at Leary. He's like, keep losing more and more villages. The castle is not gonna be out. Okay, the Cavaliers are there to help. Okay. He's doing the job. And now Red doing the castle himself. He has a lot of army, but Hart with the Paladin.
Yeah.
Tristan.
Okay, so let's see. Does he have the resources? Does ACCM have the resources for the unique tech? He has a lot of Keshiks in queue. He has 18 Keshiks in queue. I think the only possible way is if you mix in a couple Flaming Camels, because you could wreck Paladin. So I don't think it's going to be that good, because we're probably going to have MBL in his base, but...
Do you want to see Flaming Camels in this game? I mean, I'm not sure. Do you
Okay,
want to see that?
listen. I'm scarred because do you remember the one game? It was, I think, MBL versus Leary in one of the Red Bulls, where it was Elephant Archers. I think it was Old Indians, right? So Elephant Archers.
And they used those.
And against Tatars, where Tatars had Cav Archers and like Hussars. And the Cav Archer and Hussar player just died miserably. And after the fact, there were a couple tests on it. And like, if Flaming Camels would have come out there, not only would it have been freaking epic, but it would have owned those elephants. So ever since, Meb, I just want one competitive moment where we see Flaming Camels not be a meme.
But let's see, because now we have the Paladins. Yellow has already elite Keswick. Red has Archers. I believe that if he was doing here January Scrum 1, it will be much better. Problem is that there's Conks already on the ACCM base.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing ACCM, he might be so frustrated with these games.
Yeah.
Like, feel like I cannot been able to shine at all. Has been impossible. We have been really, really destroyed. He's doing a good boom. The Keswick are here, Pines as well. Now Blue with their Arbalest. Red doesn't have the Arbalest. He has the +3, but guys, this is over. This is over. This is total domination. The score difference is insane. And even if they try whatever they want, it's gonna be the GG call in a moment. And 3-0 for AM. I mean, we expected that. We said that this series are favorite, but man, right now, the Fantastic Three has got 0 chances in all 3 games, which is still a little bit disappointed, Tristan.
Yeah, very. I mean, it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of fight in Song right now, and the strategy just didn't click for me. I actually think Bad Boy played well. He killed the villager from Leary. Obviously, Leary made the mistake. Leary kind of had a really bad game, let's be honest. Like, Leary had his worst game of the series. Yeah, I mean, it did not... If that was the first game you ever saw with Leary, you would not think that he's someone who has the pedigree.
But they still dominate.
Yeah, they're still fine, exactly.
That's the problem. They're still fine. And MBL was already doing what? Millions of tons sent. He has 60. Look at the village number for MBL at the moment.
He would have gone Supremacy Bills, 100%. He would have gone Supremacy, and he would have just started fighting with villagers. They knew that game was over for so long. I think just poor ACCM, man. He's probably sitting back like... And I'm guessing that ACCM's the strategist too, so I think he comes up with a lot of the ideas. And I bet you he's like, wow, I think this can work. Like, just hold on. And maybe he just kept covering his eyes. Like, he maybe put a piece of tape over that area of the mini-map or something so he couldn't see how little Song had. Because they didn't want to remind himself of how bad it was over there.
And honestly, when you see that Song didn't even reach Castle Age in a map like Grand Barra, it feels really, really bad. Well, guys, game number 3 is done 3-0. And let's see what is going to be now game 4, because the thing is that they don't have even more home maps. So now they have to pick Savannah, probably, this home map from AM. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Hera, but it's going to be Hera the first time playing as a flank, because I believe that Hart would play as a pocket well. I mean, being Hera in the game with the Leary and Hart, it's a decent team, Tristan. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Hera could probably play anywhere. And Hart, I mean, these guys play together a lot, right? So it's going to be more than fine. Again, I think the Civilizations, they actually brought in Saracens for Bad Boy. I think the Civilizations are still a little bit better right now for Fantastic 3. So we'll see if they can utilize that. They certainly are going to need some type of an edge here. We call it Savannah Mem, but it's pretty much Arabia. So no introduction needed for anyone who's been watching competitive AoE 2.
Absolutely. I mean, well, this is now starting to think that Saracens...
Oh my god, Leary!
They pick Saracens.
Leary just ran his scout into the TC and he just stood there for like 8 seconds.
I'm not live yet. Let's go to the live game.
Yeah, just watch Song's TC.
Oh, the scout. Yeah, I'm there now. It's completely live now. Man, we were talking and they started. Nobody tell me that they started.
Oh,
and then he's typing. He's typing. He's typing that he in the TC 16. He cannot say on voice. I mean, 8 is here, and he typed. Lear is lazy, man. What is this, man?
What is that taunt, by the way? Forgive me, I forget what 16 is.
Enemy is lighted. Enemy.
Oh, okay. I like it.
16 is for the enemy, you know. Enemy here. Oh my god. Anyway, I was about to ask you, like, you are 3-0 behind, and Vietnam team is thinking to save civilizations, because honestly, you are 3-0, you are playing this map. I prefer Mayans. I know that the beauty of the Suns is how dangerous can be, but I still prefer the Mayans overall, or not.
Yes, but listen, it doesn't matter if you win 3 games in a row now if you're TFT and lose the 4th. At the end of the day, whether it's 4-3 or it's 4-0, you lose the series. There's no difference in how much money you make. There will be some difference in how like teams might respect you or whatever, but these guys care about the results. So I think the champion mindset that you need to have at a high level is to not pick your 3 best civs here. I like the fact they have Saracens because they still have some belief possibly that they can work towards other sets in this series. But that's just my opinion. I could definitely understand the thought, though. Like, boys, let's just get a win, show what we can do, and then get rolled in game 5 and 6.
Stan, I'm checking the shape of how the players are located. Look how close red and yellow are. While it looks a lot more, let's say, symmetrical for Hart as Burgundian's pocket, being pretty much the same distance with teal and blue, with Hera and Leary. Purple might need to wall because yellow is very far. And I believe yellow will go to red to help, because being that far makes no sense to go to purple. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And I think the other thing that's really nice is Bad Boy will lose a bit of HP on his scout at Hera, but nothing crazy. The other thing that's nice here is Chinese on that right side for Song Song. Their weakness is normally if they get pushed by strong man at arm play, or if their walls get denied by the scout. So now that Leary's scout is dead, Song Song, I mean, he's got their best civilization here, and he can just chill out. Should be able to, in theory, be pretty safe. And then also Burgundians, man. I love Burgundians. I think Burgundians are perhaps even too strong in some situations, but not on Arabia. That's more so Grand Barra or any map that's more closed. So I'm surprised they've given Hart Burgundians here. I think they had Khmer out there. Maybe they're saving that for an upcoming map.
Yeah, but there's only one more map with this draft. We see now Hard point of view. They're having fun. They're enjoying. But Franks, I mean, I don't think Burgundians can really compete with Franks in Arabia. Like, it's very difficult if you ask me. Like, it's not the same like other maps.
In theory,
well, they know better. In theory, you know. Anyway, let's see what is going to happen here. They are denying already the barrack from Hart. Obviously, it's going to go scouts. Still, the economy from this civilization is insane. Tristan, so that might help, and then going maybe triple stable and full cavaliers in castles. I mean, all in. It can be a possibility. I don't know.
Look at the coordination here. Bad Boy Song Song have both their scouts at Hart's base, and Hart noticed this. Well played, Hart. He's going to get some walls down, but the berries are not protected yet. That should be a dead villager. If they coordinate on the same field, that should be an easy kill.
Maybe even 2.
Yeah, possibly.
They play properly. This is bad already.
This is the thing. You can't... He got the wood upgrade, but it's actually really awkward to be able to keep your eco rolling and your scout production rolling when you're Burgundian. So, and I say it's difficult on the more open maps because you have to invest into walls and things. And again, more aggression here from ACCM. He ends up running away. I like the start for the Vietnamese team.
Well, I mean, as I was talking before, I was telling you before, Arabia is a map, there is no secret. They usually played amazing in this map. They did some really good games during the tournament, but Yellow need to wall completely, and this is what he's going to do. ACCM going to be walling completely with Franks. Being wall completely, you can go 4, 5, 6 scouts and still get 19-minute cast lists. These players are doing this pretty often, all the time, and let's see if it's going to happen. Leary is also walling. Look at this wall. I mean, this is more like NBL walls.
Yeah.
Look at the walls by Leary.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to protect his res here. I think what gets interesting now is Leary's side, because Song Song has one archer, one spearman running forward in the middle, and then right behind that we have another spearman, one archer. So he's going one range. He's towering at home to keep himself protected from Leary. It's a very risky play, but if they could double Hart with scouts and then spearmen and archers, Hart could have some massive problems here.
They're going there. No, they're going triple. They're going triple. Red, purple, and yellow, they are all too hard. They are thinking, you are gonna be paying. You put Hart as a pocket, and now we're gonna pay him. We're gonna make him pay our frustration. We're going to triple Hart. And they're there, man. The archers are coming. Obviously, red, yellow, and purple are walling as well, but they are going there. On the left, yellow and red. On the right, purple. He's gonna take the lion there, and then purple will arrive. Hart is gonna be in problems.
Yeah, I mean, potentially.
Problems, I believe.
The thing is, I've never seen the triple this early. It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure. Like, in theory, this gives Hart and this gives Leary an edge on the flanks now. You have Hera showing up to the gold. He sees the tower, so he realizes what's going on. And now you have Leary moving forward as well. So it'll be tricky. But for now, if they can just start picking off villagers in these wood lines, it puts a lot of pressure on Aftermath's flanks to do some damage fast.
He has the spears as well. He has 2 spears. He has the archers. He's there. He's gonna try to kill those spears. Now those spears need to take those scouts. Not so many archers here, but it's purple now arriving. He might be thinking, no, I'm fine, but then purple is also there, and that's terrible. Now he has to delete the palisade. He's moving all those. He's gonna kill that village. I know the village down. Hart is having a big problem right now.
And
Tristan.
he's probably like, team, what are you doing? And Leary's going to say, hey, I'm killed some vills. He killed 4 villagers there on the berries, if not more. And now Hera's in! You can't let this happen! Aftermath could actually be fine.
Hera's in on the left. Take on the right. Take on the right, Leary. Killing all the villages on the berries, 4 villages, and now with the archers. My goodness. I mean, you got a tower, but you really need to defend. Where? Oh, because it's open. He didn't even wall at the back. He made the foundation. You see the palisade, and he forgot. He just didn't finish them. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
really unbelievable.
Again, it's like, you do this, you know you should be exposed at home. Very sloppy, I think, particularly for Bad Boy, because Bad Boy just missed a wall, and he really needs to deal with this now. But at the end of the day, I mean, you do have ACCM in a very nice position. He has not taken any damage this game, and if he could get on the Knights much faster than Hart and get those Knights over to any of the Archer players, you never know.
He will. I mean, he really will. Look at his economy already. He has the food basically already there. I'm gonna check now in Capture H. Yes, he's even doing the market right now.
Yep.
His Frank's economy. And Hart is not even close to go up. And having the Knights there, with few army, I mean, if they now Leary and Hera get a little bit more army, well, a little bit. Leary is starting to dominate big time his opponent. And not being too far from going up. Like, seriously, with Ethiopians, this is crazy player.
This is where, so we just saw an example of a very good move from TFT to get damage in, realize they should be exposed at home, and then they did not wall, right? Now it's going to be a similar thing, because the Archer players like Hera also has taken no damage, and then you're going to have Leary also have taken no damage. Now the key here, they have to wall themselves, because the player they have to worry about is the Knight player. The Archer players, they can handle on themselves by their own, or on their own, excuse me. So I'm looking at Hera's base. I'm looking at Leary's base. I would like to see them just play safe and wall, because with their golds exposed, or Hera, the Knights can run right by the TC. That is how they lose from this position, I think.
They can really die. Well, he's doing the second stable, now doing the blast beat. Doesn't have the upgrades yet. I would like to see obviously those Franks Knights with the Chainbarded armor, not only +1. And now Purple Son eating literally the tone center by green. Like in these kind of situations, you really need to control the units perfect. And the big problem is, look at the time up from both Hera and Leary. Almost at the same time, with the same villages, a little bit more armor for Leary, but it's on the way to Castle Age already. That's huge.
This is interesting because Hera and Leary are both about to arrive to the Night Player. So their advantage would be they're going to have more archers. But if they're around here, ACCM could, in theory, take out their armies. Obviously, very good from Hera there to kill a villager. And Hera signaling, saying, hey, this is the situation, but Hera needs to leave. Hera needs to leave, and he needs to tell Leary just to hide for a moment until he gets his own upgrades.
2 minutes. They need, 2 minutes till they are there. But look at Hart, how he managed the economy. Was in problems, but man, with the market, with Burgundian's economy, even with Wheelbarrow, he's already on the way to Castle Age. So all three are up to Castle Age. Well, now Red is on the way to Castle Age too, but Purple, Purple is about to reach to Castle Age too.
Yeah.
But ACCM need to play the best game of the year, to be honest, because the flanks got damaged. It's 20 army more. I mean, 20 army more.
Look at the archers run, though. Look at them run. They're like, we're out of here, boys. And they're running away.
They're both going away.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think I think Bad Boy's actually, he's okay. He's Saracens, 3 ranges. His army count will be okay. I think it's recoverable, but the real problem, again, and we've said this too many times, is Song. And both of these armies could hit him. Actually, Hera's army has been down.
This is a mistake. Exactly, this is a mistake. He went to the flank. He didn't need to do that. Now he's going to lose everything. The Knights are going to come. Yeah. So all the archers by Hera are going to be gone. Here, he's losing everything here with the Knights. Yes, that's why Leary is just being a lot more sneaky. There's an outpost here by Purple, which is absolutely amazing. And then he's probably going to notice when his opponent is coming, but he has to react properly. Military numbers is not that big difference anymore. And then there's where the situation having the Franks Pocket 3 TCs running, it can be a big difference in the if the game go longer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, like, I don't understand the risk there. You know that the flanks should be behind. I think army numbers are key. So very sloppy from Hera. He's now behind, and he's got a very exposed gold there on the front too. So we have to pay attention to that, Memp. But will Song notice this? Here comes Leary.
There is Imp. He's going Imp technically. What the hell? Byzantines. He's going Imperial.
I like it.
Want to see 22 minutes. Of course you like it. I mean, he's going to like even more. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
But,
Song, Woodline.
Some problems. The Woodline, the Crows are coming. Well, he's well defended. Well, but if they attack now Hera, this is a gamble, you know. And the Woodline here, oh, my God. He got an outpost. Son will remember this day. Definitely not his best day, Mr. Tristan, because, my goodness.
It was an epic moment there from Leary. Leary actually, it was intentional too. He showed that first army near the front. He showed that army and moved in. And right when Song reacted, the other army comes to the woodline. So for Song, you know, he's got his army. He thinks, I'm fine. And then he hears an attack signal from the first army. And then by the time he realizes what happens on the woodline, he's lost 5 villagers. That was impressive there. And we have a pause here. But yeah, Hera's going to go in.
Technical problems. We have seen the camera. Son, Mouse is not working. He has disconnected. It seems that he's with batteries or something. He was moving the mouse and it didn't work. I believe they are going to continue now, but his mouse wasn't working at all. Let's see if they are going to continue. I think they are right now. But I don't know. But the game doesn't continue to me. And I don't know if they are. I think they are continuing.
Okay, well, it might take a second. We'll see. There is a bug that has existed for, well, you know, Mem, for a while. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'll let you talk to Grazini and figure out what's going on as we wait. But yeah, Hera, a very interesting decision to go in. I love it. I think it's so useful with Byzantines to take advantage of that.
It's back. The map is the game is back right now because we can see how they are playing right now, and the game didn't continue. So they have to pause and restore right now.
Okay, yeah. So this bug still hasn't been fixed, so that's great. But hey, if we could get a restore in, we can continue to cast.
Yeah, that's the good thing. It happens sometimes. You pause the game, guys, and then it doesn't continue for the spectators. Crazy. Anyway, jokes aside, we're getting there. France, China, Saracens. The game is starting. We continue. Let's see how much we miss it. I don't think we did too much. But Yeah, he's not even in Imperial, so we didn't miss anything at all. As you were talking, now Hera has to really, really defend it. Oh, but he's inside. He's inside. But man, when he reaches Imperial, it's gonna be rough. Well, but Hera has no resources.
He'll be
no
o-
economy.
he'll be okay. I mean, the risk for Hera when the drop happened was that he didn't have the army numbers, but Bad Boy didn't pressure the gold. Oh, he is heading to the gold now with the other force.
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting.
Well,
And
Hera
then
don't-
meanwhile, we have the knights and we have the crossbows from Song Song heading right towards the gold from Heart.
But on the right side, he killed everything. It's true that he's killing the gold. But the thing is, Hera has Imperial, and he doesn't have resources to make chemistry. No resources to make +3. No resources to make Arbalest. Now he's doing the +3. But, well, it's really weak economy.
And
you know? Tell me,
ACCM's
what I
deciding to go to Hera, which is an
that's
interesting
great.
decision. And now Hera's like, Leary, you want to kill something right now? Leary is probably thinking about going aggressive, but he wasn't sure.
Oh my
Big
God,
moment
Didn't
here.
Wall, he's gonna lose everything. He's gonna lose everything. He's taking all the arches. He's gonna take everything. And on the left, he's gonna take the gold mine as well. This is the opportunity here to ACCM to do the job. And he's definitely doing the job. He went to Imperial, but he's losing a lot. Obviously, Hera is trying to make best out of this, but now he's saving the arches, but he's gonna lose the villages.
This is
Look at the score.
Yeah, fast
ACCM
imp
is
into
dominating.
GG. Fast imp into GG is basically what's happening here. Now on the other side, Leary lost villagers on the wood line. So he's had this big army, but he's been waiting for imp, so he lost villagers
Imperial
there.
too. My goodness.
And
He's
look
going
at the
after
vill
Imperial
difference
too.
between Heart and between ACCM. Now, the only way this is winnable now for Aftermath is through Leary. And again, I think this is going to be peak Leary possibly. He's got Ethiopian crossbows. His army count is insane. Can he 1v2 this and give them a shot? I actually think there's a solid chance. I've seen Leary do crazier things before.
I mean, he can do it because military numbers in total is 49, 46. The only way that this will work for Vietnam is that Purple will have a huge amount of army. You know, a lot of army, but they don't have. He has 22. He still have less army than Leary, Tristan. And then he's gonna be in Imperial in a moment. What you can do? And now we see Cavaliers from Heart as well. The thing is that Hera, yes, has been punished a lot. Hera has nothing. Hera
Yeah,
is
he's had
dead
nothing.
completely. He's completely dead, Tristan. So
Yeah, so what
he's gonna be much more interested than
ACCM and Bad Boy need to stop going to a dead player. There's no need to revisit Hera's grave. Okay, he doesn't need any respects. He's your enemy. Go to Heart. It is very confusing to me. Hera's out of the game. They probably still think he's danger, but it really should go to Heart because if they could put Heart behind, then it's just Leary who's in the strong position that they have to deal with. As it stands, Heart is probably
guys,
very happy that he's not getting hit by two armies.
Okay, he's coming also with a couple of monks and the mangoros. You have to be careful. He's going back a little bit now. This is so many knights and crossbows. He's going to be able to take it or not. Now he's going to kill all the crossbows. As you mentioned, ACCM need to run away from there and attack the pocket. But again, we see everything, Tristan. They don't. I mean,
Yeah.
we see all the whole view, you know, the overview is complete for you and for me, for also all the viewers, and obviously it's much more complicated for the players. Still, the boom from ACCM is insane. Obviously, if he's gonna be able to go up to Imperial soon, oh boy, but Leary, as you mentioned before, is coming with Rams, he's gonna have +3, Cab Rams, chemistry. How do you stop the kid, even with Franks with a crazy boom?
You don't.
I
You
don't
don't. Song Song doesn't stop it on his own, right? He does have a lot of army, but Song Song will get completely wrecked by this. Now, again, this is where Heart needs to come into play because Heart has to threaten ACCM enough where ACCM can't support. So, crazy fight. Leary doesn't actually have Arbalest yet, but he's still owning this, Mem. He's going to take out the ranges. He has Bracer, and he has Chemistry, so he's already up on upgrades. Song Song could be wiped off the face of the map here soon.
Yeah, well, he with the Rams, he's just taking even all the arrows right now. He's doing more archery range at the back, but that's a mistake. He just have to run village right now. Get time for Yellow to dominate, but Yellow has lost all the units because now Heart is having a lot of Cavaliers, +2/+1, and those Cavaliers are not going to be afraid of the Knights.
Yeah, again, Heart's been completely fine here, and they focus so much on Hera, and now Leary's just loving life, and there's nothing ACCM can do to help because they never were aggressive against Heart when they had the opportunity. The big thing for Song Song is not even the eco here, but it's the production. If he starts to lose these ranges, he cannot produce. We see Imp now for Bad Boy and ACCM, so maybe that's
honestly,
that's going to be their time window. But who's going to be alive by that time?
Exactly. But Purple need to get time. Need to make that Leary is not joining to Yellow, because Yellow is on the way to Imperial, Red is on the way to Imperial.
True.
If the Franks Cavaliers Paladins can get into the game, then they can be fine. But Hard, let's be honest, with 100 villains and now 23 Cavaliers, he has recovered and doing an amazing job. And he's gonna be there in time, only 50 seconds behind, with one advantage. He's gonna click Paladin upgrade right away.
Yeah, now also Hera's not finished. Obviously he fell behind here, but he knows he's got to go max army production. And so he's got an opportunity. Does he even have Bracer? Yeah, he's got Bracer at least. He could start to trade against Bad Boy's army. So Bad Boy's Imperial Age will be a little worse. I love the castle positions from ACCM, though, on his gold. It does feel like ACCM will get Cavalier. And remember, Leary only has 55 villagers. Now, obviously, that's a way more than the 30 now that Song Song has. But just incredible from AM. I mean, there's reasons for a lot of this. We could explain it all later, but it's amazing that AM are able to still be winning this game, because Hera looked so bad a few minutes ago.
Well, now he's still trying to get some damage here. Red is 80 villains, but they still have 12 army only. And now he's microing at home with those archers. He's even killing those at home. Doesn't have too many. Red need more archery ranges. He has 4. Well, no, he has 5. Okay, he's fine with 5. And they start raiding on hard base, not too much. But now blue and green are coming all together against ACCM. ACCM will lose that TC probably. They still have a good economy, 130 villains. He's now doing the stone walls. I think is the correct choice. And with the Cavaliers plus 4, might be able to hold. I'm not sure anymore. It's so many archers
They have no army.
by Leary, man.
Yeah,
so many.
They have no army. It's incredible what he was able to do here. The skirmishers that Song Song has made, I mean, they're so ineffective now because there's so much cav out from Heart. If there was any question on if Heart could fill the spot of the other Aftermath players, or if Hera could play flank, any questions you might
Mine with a
ask,
shot
there's
in the
nothing.
north, sorry.
I
Because
see
mine
it.
with a shot there by, well, killing all the Kratos there. That is still not being even Arbalest, but where's the army? You are in Imperial, you need the Arbalest. By the way, Chivalry is already there. Tanks, Cavaliers can be very strong. If he's able to do Paladin upgrade, which I'm not sure if he's gonna be able, oh boy. But as we were talking, Paladin upgrade right away by Heart, playing really, really well after the early aggression. It's true that they have never attacked him anymore. And with Burgana's economy, Tristan, well, you can recover for sure.
Yeah, and I think winning the race to Paladin is what can decide this game here, man. Like, we'll have 2 players with Cavalier. The Frankish Cavalier are a little better at this present time, but ACCM needs to make up for a 70 army deficit. It's 56 army for TFT. It is 130 for AM. And Hera, he might only have 50 vills, but he has just as much army, if not more, than Bad Boy. And then Song Song's dead. So with Paladin almost on the way.
He's doing the Paladin upgrade. Remember that with Chivalry is going to be also faster the upgrade as well.
Sure, yeah.
So let's see. The Paladins are there. He's now going to try to kill. No. But Jello has here good amount of Paladins. He need to go back. Man, Hard got 49 Cavaliers. So many Cavaliers already. I mean, it's impossible, man.
Yeah.
They are playing just amazing. That's it. I mean, probably Vietnam players could play better. That's for sure. But AM today are playing in, let's say, mode championship mode activated. They want to get the title again, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like an easy ride for them so far. Obviously, it looks like they will head to the semifinals. Hart should delay his engagement. Now he's got Paladin. 40 seconds before ACCM, and then the big difference, of course, is Leary. Hart's also everywhere. He's got Paladins in Song Song's economy. He's got Paladins everywhere he needs them right now. And good job from ACCM. I think he's had a really good series here, but you know, it's been question marks over the flanks.
Here. Holding somehow. Well, I mean, it's not dying completely. Let's see now with the Paladins, 192 HP, but many of those Paladins with really low HP. You need to delete that house. You need to kill all those Arbol as well. He's not enough, man. He's coming in with the siege runs, and he's incredible. But yesterday, we got some crazy series. 4-2, 4-3, epic series. Today, the first series of the day, we were expecting them to be favorite, yes, but a 4-0, oof. I didn't really see a 4-0 coming. I mean, it's possible, and it's happening. But even in this way, because you can even get a 4-0 with some crazy games and close, but it's not happening, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, this was the
It's
closest one.
really, oof.
This was the
closest
closest
with
one.
this, but yeah.
And I mean, we should actually just settle down a little bit because TFT are actually have held. ECCM somehow was able to get enough gold to continue with Paladin, and Hera has no army now, and there's no support from Hart over there. But, you know, I think ACCM would have to continue to fight. Well, we said that before, too. So,
yeah, it's true.
I think, like, all that's needed on Hera's side is probably a few Paladins. The key is just, can ACCM make more of his own? I'm looking for his gold, and he's running out of gold, and I just don't see how he could continue to keep up with Hart. Hart has 37 Paladins in queue? Is that right? Or 25?
Not getting ready.
Yeah, he's got
not
25, sorry.
All the pies are coming here. It's 2 versus 1 here. It's 2 versus 1. He's trying to hold. Those pies are very strong from Franks. Yes, they can take the pie from Burgundians. Yes, but not when there is behind us of a backup. So many Arbalists. And now Leo that is still with 1 town center. 1 TC for Leo. He's like, I don't need more. I can dominate you. GG Cole or Zero.
Yeah, great game.
Or AM, man.
That was
My
a great
goodness.
game. That's the type of game, like, I think you look at this game and you say, okay, that's why every team fears Aftermath. I think the previous games, there were just one too many things where we didn't see TFT play all that well. Felt there were opportunities for TFT that they could have taken advantage of and they didn't. But here, the little triple on Hart made this game so exciting. And then it was so good for Bad Boy to be able to hit Hera. I actually even liked how ACCM hit Hera with the Knights. But, Mem, I know we need to keep it moving here. Oh, can we go back here, actually? 26 minutes or something? Okay, anyways. Yeah, because of the restore, we can't go back to a certain point. No, actually, go to 26 minutes right now. 26:06 for me.
What happened there?
Just go to 26:06. You see the Knights from ACCM and Song, right? It's in the middle. If they go to Hart there, and they pressure Hart instead of never going back to Hera, who already starts to have some struggles. Actually, I suck. I think I'm at the wrong point. Anyways, the point is,
yeah,
I think if they take Hart down with Hera, right? Like the downside of Hera going fast imp and having no army is that he should not be able to support Hart. So the fact that they went back to Hera hurt them here. It would have been really fun to watch. If Hart was like 30 villagers behind ACCM, I actually think ACCM would kind of have to fight a little 1v1 versus Leary, and TFT have a chance in this game, man. But wasn't to be. Aftermath moves on, and whoever will face them in the semifinals should be terrified.
It should be. We have been checking there the resources, but it's not even needed. Yeah, this has been 4-0, and now we're gonna make the interview to the winners. Okay, Tristan, you're gonna take over the interview. I'm gonna prepare everything. You know, we're here now. Let me just get all there. It's gonna be in a moment. I mean, it's gonna be a minute. I'm just setting up everything, and I'm going to join into AM conversations, and then Krasini will bring you here, and yeah, we will be talking there with. Okay, we are gonna be the winners of the series right now. That is AM, and we have the winner interview that you're gonna have a special guest, and it's gonna be T90. Guys, congratulations.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Congratulations, first and foremost.
Hello.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, you guys are normally there's like one spokesman for the team, and you guys are all chatty. This is great. Well, I guess how you guys feeling?
Yeah, man. Come on.
Feels good. Kind of carried that last game, but yeah, I think my teammates played pretty well too.
Yeah, I'm happy to finally get some playtime. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
Art
I'm the
introducing
Blues.
himself.
How are
Hello?
you?
It's me.
Okay, I think I'll have to direct some questions towards individuals because it's gonna make it be easier for us. But okay, so I'm gonna ask MBL. MBL,
Yes.
you have played a lot for Aftermath, both in this tournament and in the past. You also have experienced all these players on the ladder, kind of have a general idea of their skill levels and maybe how you could perform against them. How did you guys feel as a team? Going into the quarterfinals here up against ACCM, Bad Boy, and Song Song.
We were gonna practice, but we didn't. But we know we're amazing and we can beat everyone, so it's okay.
You're so cringe, MB. You're
Yeah, you're actually kind of cringe, man.
Well,
I
okay.
don't
Next
know.
person.
Can I
That
have
guy's
a...
on camera, actually.
Okay, Hera, why wasn't the team able to practice? What factors affected practice?
We had only 5 players.
Well, we
so
tried to.
We couldn't bring 3 at the same time.
Shut the webcam.
We
Okay,
need to have 6 players next time, maybe 7.
I see. Interesting. All right. I have to say, I've known you guys for a long time. The fact that you didn't practice surprises me more than anything, more than the result.
We
here.
did practice last week.
Last ball.
That's
Oh.
POA.
No, last week, and we did so well. We don't need no practice. Like we just kill everything.
The practice is the games, like the tournament. That's what people don't realize. Like,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
we play the maps in the
Yeah.
tournament. Like we try some stuff out. Like
Okay.
we have good preparation.
On that note, I guess I'll ask Leary. Like, Leary, how do you feel you guys executed? Overall, like build orders, positions of civilizations, etc. Do you guys think, based on whatever peak aftermath is, you guys are close to that? Do you think you're a little bit off that, or do you think you're like way down at 1 out of 10 right now?
Leave don't speak of my. build order game
Shut
on-
up, guy with no camera. Well, I kept my scout alive 50% of the games. So that's already an improvement. So,
Good.
Only lost a couple villas to a drush, man at arms, so nothing too crazy there either. I would
Plus
say
30 making a castle though.
details. I think our plans are actually better than usual, but our execution is worse.
Okay.
What?
Would you add something to that, MBO?
Nah, I just think we're just a little bit slower on the early game, but our late game is just solid as usual. So we just need to
Every game got to late game so far.
we just need to be a bit fast, so we don't end up behind an early game. But I think we catch up pretty fast when we first
Okay.
get control.
Hera, I will make this an easy yes or no. So you probably saw that when we moved on to the semifinal, beating WWP 4-2. If you guys play today as you played against, if you play in the semifinal as you did today, do you think you beat Suomi right now?
I think we beat them.
Okay.
But-
I'm so
but,
excited for that series.
we would definitely drop some games if we played like this today. Like I think they're a lot more compact. So I think that we have to step it up a little bit, or else we drop games.
MBL, favorite moment in the series for you?
Songs like dying.
Is it bad of me to say which game?
Yeah, in the Grand Barra.
You
Yeah.
based in 90, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, based. What the hell? Giga
I-
chat.
Nothing on the train.
I
what the
mean,
hell?
I'm
Come
sorry.
on, man. You're just a caster, bro.
Yeah, listen,
Can't be
man.
throwing.
Mem,
So much
Mem brought
poop on the
this in,
guy.
right? Mem brought me in. He knew what he was dealing with. Okay, cool. I mean, it looked like you were
My
having
God.
fun there. Hart, seriously though, I know you get a hard time, right? You even gave yourself a hard time about not getting about not getting enough playtime. But how'd you feel today? You looked pretty solid to me.
I wasn't not playing because of being bad. I've been practicing a bunch lately. So I think I'm in decent shape. I just the thing is, since we are winning kinda 3-0 every series, the opponents always choose the map, and they never choose the maps that I will play. They choose like Canyon Lake and hybrid maps, which it's Hera's strong point. So
Okay.
I don't get to play because of that. But
I think
to be honest, I did.
Heart is really good. So, but we just have a really
Bro,
good.
my
team.
question, bro. Don't steal it, you lamer.
Yeah, okay, I'll steal it. I don't steal it. Okay.
MBL wants to get a 4th camera in there as well.
MBL
Nah, he
laming
was supporting me.
questions right now.
Keep going, Andy. Keep going.
I'll take T90's camera actually.
So,
You
let
will
me just
interview us.
What basically what Hart is saying, he's not a bad player. He's really good, but I'm just so much better. So he's having trouble getting some playtime.
No, it's not about the playtime and who's better and what. It's just that we can pick whoever we want and play.
Yeah, we
It's
don't
just
like
that-
hard.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we
just
choose
that-
the player for the map, and
ju-
like I just don't get many of my maps
Sure,
because
I get that.
it's always the opponent's home maps. But
and
I
we
was
all-
supposed to
we all
play,
wanna play, that's the
It's not
thing.
like it's not like I was sitting there being like I don't want to play, I'm too bad, I'm not better than Hera, like let's just put it out there, but I'm still good
We know
enough
from the
to
1v1.
win games, Shut up, bro. This guy, man, so much ego for such a little guy.
I mean, that joke would
We're
have
viral
looked.
right now, Hart. I'm catching on the 1v1 ladder tonight, little guy. See you, bro.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I'm technically not in charge here, right? I hopped in to do the interview. Congratulations, you guys. Obviously, it's been a long time for you running deep into these events. Looking forward to seeing you up against Suomi. So thanks for taking the time for the interview, and we'll bring Mem back in here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dude, freaking interviews, actually. What's the point of doing that?
Okay, so you guys can hear me now. Mem's supposed to drag me back in so I can hear him.
Great
PKM.
job, team. Great job.
That's the plan.
Uh,
But I just hear the players because I'm still in here, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Oh,
Let's see. Okay, Mr. Tristan, we're back here, and I only have to tell you, well, thank you for the interview, thank you for the co-cast. Hopefully you have enjoyed with me again and with the tournament. We're gonna see now Gamer Legend, and been a pleasure to me, Tristan.
Yeah, man, I had a good time. Thanks for bringing me in. Everybody listening, as always, thanks for supporting the events, and this extends to all events we do, man. We've done some awesome stuff. I'm really happy with how Battle of Africa has been as a caster. I know you've been killing it, so congrats on that, and we'll see you around. All right.
Thank you, man, and hopefully the next time we cast is a better series, because sadly today it was quite one-sided. We didn't have the best luck for the series, but well, only the part of the interview with these people being really AM, it was worthy. So, man, see you soon, and
Yeah.
enjoy with the Gamer Legend versus AI. That is gonna be probably a stronger series.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
All right, we'll see you.